What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas701 here, and today we're back again with another Transformer figure review on this Sinister Sunday. I did not forget. I have not forgotten. But anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformer Studios series number 91, Revenge of the Fallen, Leader Class. Yes, he's a Leader Class this time. The Fallen. Now, before we take a look at this figure, we're going to take a look at the packaging because the packaging is quite beautiful and this figure is huge. I'm literally at the maximum extent of my table here with this guy. Give me just a second. We'll move him off to the side. And we'll bring in the packaging. So, in terms of the packaging, we have to go in for an aerial shot because, like I said, this figure's huge. He big boy. Anyways, beautiful artwork of the Fallen. I gotta say, they are absolutely knocking it out of the park with all of these Studio Series artwork. I'm a little bit miffed that we don't have the window design. Sorry, these are all the scale comparisons and future reviews of Sinister Sunday. But I'm a little miffed they don't have the window design, but at the same time, I'm glad they gave us something better. You know? Like, for example, here's Studio Series number 101, Scourge, my previous Sinister Sunday review. So, which you can check out, and I will leave a link in the description below, which you will be able to check out. But these packaging are just beautiful. I mean, granted, mine's a little damaged, and it was damaged in shipping. But at the same time, just gorgeous fucking artwork. My gosh, guys, they've been literally just knocking it out of the park with these box artworks. Like, I mean, literally, the figure artwork itself could use a little bit of work, but yeah, no pun intended, but still. Anyways, just absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, Hasbro, if you keep giving us stuff like this, I'm not going to complain anymore about the windowless design. However, I would prefer you do this for all of your packaging instead of having the windowless design. So, just a side tangent. Anywho, let's get back to the figure itself. Now, the figure itself, we never really saw his space shuttle ship mode thing, whatever the heck you want to call it, in the movie. We never really saw it, so, I mean, Hasbro had to do the best that they could with what they had, and unfortunately, this was the best that they could do with what they had. Now, the rocket design, whilst it be looking like it's from the Cybertron, which, you know, honestly, it could be from Cybertron if you choose to believe that. I don't know what this could be. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is the Bumblebee movie, but I feel like this was not the Bumblebee movie. I feel like this was like previous Bumblebee movie design stuff. Like, they didn't have anything to work with. They just went with what they had, and this is what they went with. So, I mean, it works in some areas, like, for example, they did the Comet mode Optimus Prime for 2007 and the Comet mode Starscream for the 2007 movie, so, not to mention it's like, you have to figure out a way around it, so, anywho, we're going to move off to some scale comparisons here, and we may have to zoom out for said scale comparisons, because this, like I said, this guy is huge. So, anyways, here he is with Studio Series Dark of the Moon Megatron. Oh, maybe we don't have to zoom out all the way. Not entirely. My Megatron's cape is just a little weird, so don't mind that. Take that away. Here he is next to the Last Night Leader Class Megatron. As you can see, he's a little taller. A little taller than Dark of the Moon Megatron. Just a little bit taller, you know. And here he's with our previous Sinister Sunday review, Studio Series Scourge. And as you can see, he's the shortest out of the bunch. So, yeah. Alright, so now that we've taken a look at scale comparisons and everything else, let's take a look at accessories. And obviously there's one flaw of this figure that just obviously gave its way. These little side pieces here, they're supposed to tab in. This side does not like to tab in very well. Accessories being, he comes with his staff. There was only one toy that came with his staff in the original 2009 Revenge of the Fallen line, and to fix these, you just literally just they just tab together like that, and there you have the staff. Mine's a little warped, as you can see, but it's not that big of a deal. And you cannot store it like this in vehicle mode. You have to store it like separated, and it stores both on the. It has these pegs here, ports there on both of his on what will become his legs in robot mode. So we're gonna take this and move it off to the side, and you do have to separate it in order to get it into his hand. So separating it is key in order for this transformation. So parts forming, you could call this yes, but at the same time you could also call this no. It's not technically parts forming, but it's technically parts forming. So yeah, so to kind of start things off, you can do this with these pieces attached. I prefer to do it with them attached. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you how to do it with them attached, and if the ball joints and anything pop off during the way, we're going to just do it. We're just going to muscle through it and get through it and just go through. So anyways, to start the whole thing off, you're going to basically just untab these from the feet, and there are just these little tab connections here that will tab into this one right here. So like that. And do the same thing on the other side. If this one hasn't done so already, kind of just maneuver these back just enough to get them out of the way. Then you're going to come to this bottom section and just undo this, because these pieces here, these knee pieces here, tab into these knee pieces tab into these shoulder pieces. But unfortunately, they don't tab in very well, so they're very loose. So don't mind the motorcycle outside. I don't have very good soundproofing in the studio, so don't worry. But basically do that, and then come to this bottom section and just basically bring it all the way down. Sorry if I hit the camera. And we're going to take this, bring this all the way around, take this foot section, rotate that all the way around once again. And then you're going to take this thigh section and rotate it all the way around, like so. That way everything is like that. Come to the feet, flay out the feet, and then you have a leg all done. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate, flay out the foot, rotate around like this, and basically just kind of straighten it all out here in the front. There you have the legs all done. Give me just a second. I need to get my bigger tripod. Now that we have a bigger tripod and we're raised up slightly, I apologize for the shift in focus there. But this is the rest of the figure basically and how this is going to roll. Take this chest piece, or what will become the chest piece, and bring it all the way down. It's on a double hinge. You literally just collapse it down. Kind of move the head out of the way just so you can kind of get a nice little firm grip on it there. So do that, and then we're going to come to these arms here. These do tab into the shoulders at this piece right up here. I'm going to untab them like that. Do the same thing on the other side, untab them like that. Bring these shoulder sections down. They would do tab into place down here. You'll hear a nice little click, or they'll thoop into place, either one. Mine were supposed to click into place, but they didn't. Bring the arms down at the shoulder, or at the shoulder hinge and shoulder or bicep hinge, my bad. Then you're going to come to take these pieces have multiple different hinges on them. You're going to make sure that this back hinge is all the way, and there we go, there it is. You can do this, make sure the arm is as close to you as possible. Make sure that this piece here tabs into this circular piece here on this side. Make sure you do it on both sides. So just do this, and all of the tabs and pieces line up just nicely when you do that. So basically just rotate at the bicep, bring the arm in just enough, and this will all just line up like so. And then they just tab in together, and it's a firm connection, but it's not the best connection. And you can totally take these off if you really want to, but I like them on because it makes them more movie accurate. So straighten everything all out, make sure he's all nice and honky-dory. And there you have Studio Series 91 Leader Class The Fallen. And I have to say, fucking thank you, Hasbro. Like, thank you. Took you this damn long to give us the Leader Class Fallen that we've been desperately asking for. Granted, take note, this figure is like a year and a half old, but at the same time, it's a beautiful figure, and I think you should go pick it up, because currently, right now, it is at, like, Walmart, Target, and all that stuff. So, yeah. But this is just one of the instances where they improved upon a figure, they kept most of the original design, they removed a few of the old clunky gimmicks, and kept the basic principle of the figure, gave it a brand new color scheme, made it look perfect, and they gave it some new accessories, and they actually made it perfectly movie accurate. We'll get into the accessories of the figure in just a second. I grabbed the staff thinking we were going to do this, but no, we got to show off a couple of features first. And the first feature that we're going to show off here is actually these side section pieces. To which being said, if you want to move this dude's arm up enough, the side pieces go along with it. Like, here, we'll move the arm out of the way so we can get this a lot better on camera here. They do move up and down. So if you do want to move his arm up and down with him, you totally can do that. Granted, the ball joint for it over here is almost the most impractical thing in order to get the most out of it, and you're not going to be able to get the most accurate poses with him out of it, but it is a cool feature that they did do, and I'm very pleased that they managed to be able to get these back pieces able to function in a proper way and make it look screen accurate. Now, the next thing that's screen accurate, we're gonna have to zoom up a little close. You kind of saw it on the back of the box of the studio, on the back of the box there, but to move these arms down a little bit, the face is removable. So we can have Prime totally ripping his face off. Oh, and by the way, another cool feature about this, his jaw opens up. What? Like, what kind, like, how, why on earth? Not even, like, it's not even a why on earth, and I'm not even angry at this. I am blown away. Like, damn good job, Hasbro. Damn good job. Like, damn good job. I am very, very impressed with this. And to put it back, you literally just, make sure his face is all straightened up. You literally just pop it back on, and it literally functions as it did previously. I mean, granted his, hold on here. Now you don't want to work? Okay, there we go. I heard it click. There we go. So yeah, now it works just as it did before. But yeah, this is one of those things where it's like I'm very impressed with how well they managed to make a figure look new without making it new. So, anyways, now we're gonna get into the accessory, the only accessory that matters, his staff, and you literally have to push it into the hands. You cannot do this any other way. You do that, and then you take this and you do that, and you adjust it. And then, there you go. There he is holding his staff that he used to almost kill Optimus Prime. Again. So, yeah, hooray. Anywho, so, now that we've got him all transformed up and in his robot mode, we can now get into his other Sinister Sunday scale comparisons. Try saying that 3 times fast. And here he is with Studio Series Dark of the Moon Megs, quite possibly the next Sinister Sunday review. And here he is next to the Last Night Leader Class Megs. Once again, quite possibly the next Sinister Sunday review. You never know. And finally, here he is next to our previous Sinister Sunday review, Leader Class Scourge. Honestly, oh, there goes his head. Like I said, this head's very finicky. I'm really waiting for the third-party companies to finally release those third-party heads that we've been waiting for. So yeah. Anywho, all in all, beautiful figure. I think this thing is just wonderful to have in the collection. I think it definitely finishes out the Revenge of the Fallen collection that I've been like needing to finish out for a long time. And I honestly recommend, highly recommend that you go pick this up if you're a Revenge of the Fallen fan or a Michael Bay fan. If you're not a Michael Bay fan or any of those things, I don't highly recommend you pick this up. I think you'd be better off spending your money on the Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus that's coming out. But at the same time, if you do like the Revenge of the Fallen, I think this is a beautiful figure for you to pick up. And if you don't pick it up, I think you're going to regret it, because this figure is just a beautiful thing. Oh, and before I forget, I did almost miss a step. Take these little spikes here and flip them up. I almost forgot. We're not going to do another short here. We're not doing another short that I made a mistake. We're not gonna make that same mistake again. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Patrick with a Y, Jordy's Railfan Videos, Memphis Railfan Productions, or Riveted Railfan Productions, Riveted Reviews, Bravely GG, iStar552, and Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some pretty cool stuff, and they're all working on some pretty new projects. And this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.